This is the Shoei G43 gas blowback airsoft replica. Very well nice made replica of the G43. Too difficult to do like that. And eventually I want to do a full review of it and do some shooting. But today I'm talking about this scope right here. The ZF4. There goes Meg. Now this scope is made by Ares. And some of you might be wondering why Ares is making a scope for a Shoei airsoft gun. And a few people speculated that Ares might be coming out with their own version. But it seems a bit strange that they come out with the scope first before the gun. But anyways, it does fit on here. You open this up and then you slide it on, and then you would close this lever. It does kind of stick out, which might be a point for grabbing stuff, but it is on here solidly. The only problem I'm having is it is on here too solid, that this is the unlock position and I can't take it off. Not sure why that's happening right now. Probably something is off a little bit. And I suspect that the Shoei is accurate and the Ares is off a little bit, because the Shoei is a $2,000 replica and this Ares sight is about $150, maybe a little bit more. The sight itself has a steel mount. It looks decent. There is no writing on this lever. On either side, that's what a original looks like. Then you got a serial number. There's no markings on this Ares sight base. Comes with this rubber cap. And the whole thing comes in this plastic storage container. Not that you'd ever really use this, but they include it. Keeps it safe for shipping. Now my GSG 22LR, I made a custom mount to hold a reproduction ZF4 scope. Now this one I can take off a little bit easier. Or maybe not. I had to jam it on there. Well, it's going to be a little harder to show both of these. this is how the markings on this, I think it was $300 reproduction scope look. And this is considered very accurate reproduction. And the Ares is a little off, and it's a painted black finish, not a blued finish. But for half the price, it does look decent. And I'm not going to be able to get this in line for looking down the sight. Here's some more views of it. Now this is all steel, so it's a decently built mount and sight. Sight picture looks the same on both of these replicas. Problem is, it doesn't quite work on the G43. On the Sturmgewehr, get the ends of the stocks lined up. You notice that this is sitting roughly 2 inches forward than the Sturmgewehr, and that means that your eye doesn't line up with the scope the way it should. You see a much smaller picture in the scope, and it doesn't look right. It's hard to aim, and apparently the Germans did it. There's maybe a little room to move this back a little bit, but not 2 inches worth. So you end up having to try and get as tight onto the stock and then shove your head forward to get a decent sight picture. And that's not comfortable, but for the Shoei, being an expensive airsoft gun and kind of fragile, not really something you're going to go out on the field and use. This is more of a display piece. And this Ares scope on here does fill the role. It looks a lot more cooler than just having open sights on. So to hang on the wall or show off to people. It's not expensive, 150 bucks plus shipping. But so far it looks like it's worth it. Nice if didn't jam up on mine trying to get it off. And might have to try and take this all apart, disassemble it, figure out what the issue is, and post an update on that. But if you're just going to put it on the wall, I guess one-time install is probably all that is needed.